getting stressed over a video all about how not to get stressed is a little bit ironic, actually. Hey guys, I'm Shoma, and in this channel I like to challenge the way you think, and in this video I want to talk all about micro versus macro efficiency, because I notice a lot of people do a lot of things over and over and over again that ultimately just kind of drains them, and they don't end up doing it in the long term, and it ends up actually making everything worse in the long term. So how do we avoid that? Specifically, I want to talk about my experience at the gym. So working out is something that I honestly don't really like doing. It is not that fun for me because I have to exert myself, I have to go to the gym, I have to do all of these things. And so I found that going to the gym again and again and again was really emotionally draining on me. And I know that sounds super woo-woo and cliche, but it is very real, and I think a lot of people don't notice it. I'm very in tune with how I feel just because that, to me and my emotional health, is something that is very important to me and something that honestly has been a little bit of a challenge in my life. So I like to take stock about how I'm feeling a lot more than the average person. So I definitely noticed that because going to the gym was such a drag and I just really didn't like it, that was translating into me not liking basically anything else on days that I was going to the gym. So everything else that I was doing was suffering. So it wasn't just the gym. I wasn't just not very efficient at the gym, but I was also not very efficient while studying because I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. Or even when I was hanging out with friends and supposedly in a fun time, I wasn't very happy because of this repeated forcing myself to go to the gym. Now, every once in a while, it's fine to force yourself, but if it's something that you need to do again and again and again, doing the most efficient thing might not be the most efficient thing in the long run. Because I definitely noticed that the more I went to the gym and forced myself to go hard and work out and hoorah, the more I hated it, and actually the less efficient I got. And again, it translated to every other asset of my life. So what did I do? I made going to the gym a lot more fun. I stepped down the intensity. So, meaning now instead of, doing a whole bunch of exercises, I stepped it down to only a few and a few manageable ones. And I also didn't progress with my weights quite as much. The other thing I did is, instead of not listening to anything or listening to music, I listened to audiobooks or podcasts because I really like listening to audiobooks and podcasts. And so it is now becoming a thing that I look forward to doing. Oh, now I get to go to the gym because now I get to listen to a good story or a good podcast. So because I stepped down the intensity and I was able to kind of make it more enjoyable, I was able to do it for a significantly longer period of time. I've been going there very consistently for a long time, but I would never have been able to do that had I not actually done the modifications that I did. And I know that a lot of people that I talk to, they're not really enjoying the gym and they don't go anymore. I know so many people that quit, and I modeled myself after them, and I didn't make the same mistakes that they did. Maybe had they stepped it down and made things more enjoyable, they too would be going there, and they too could be going there for the foreseeable future. So I want to challenge you guys. Is there something in your life that is just super draining? Maybe studying, going to the gym, or your work, or whatever it is. Maybe you might want to consider trying lowering the intensity or upping the fun or some other modification where you are just taking some of that burden away from yourself in the short term in order for you to be able to do it much more efficiently in the long term. For instance, one thing that you guys can try doing is liking and subscribing, because all of these tips come from my own personal experience. I've tried all of these out. Everything that I talk about, it's not just I see a video and I regurgitate that video. No, I think about these concepts a lot. I apply them in my life. I see what works, what doesn't work, and I try to give all of that to you guys. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.